Hey, did you know we have a world-class flight training school here in San Diego, Jackson? Did you know that?
As a matter of fact, no.
Well, you should sign up. That'll be your next challenge. We're going to make you a short pilot. But pilots can fly almost every day. We're close to the ocean as well as the desert and mountains. SDFTI instructors can help you learn to navigate around the international border and military bases. That's why San Diego is one of the best places to learn how to fly in the world. Learn to fly in sunny San Diego, right at Montgomery Field. Getting started is super easy. Give them a call at 858-569-1822. Learn to fly at SDFTI. Call 858-569-1822. Jackson, you're not dialing the number. We're going to get you into a jet.
We're gonna dress him up as Snoopy, have him fly a doghouse.
Oh, think you could fly
awesome.
a doghouse?
That'd be awesome.
Chase could be your co-pilot.
Yeah.
He wiggled his tail really fast. Keep you in the air.
I think that's step one in the process.
See, he's already got it figured out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And it'd be a little bit different, though. I think Chase would be, what's his name, Woodstock? When the little bird's named Woodstock?
Yeah, but he's a little bit big for Woodstock.
Well.
He'd eat Woodstock.
All right, we have another guest. It is election season. You're just a couple of weeks away. We actually have a candidate for Santee School Board, Seat 5, Tracie Thill. How are you doing, Tracie?
Great. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, ma'am. Did I say your last name right?
It's Till.
Till. Okay, Till.
That's all right. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much. So talk a little bit about what you're running for and why.
Well, I'm running for, as you said, Santee School Board, Seat 5. I became activated as a parent and as a staff member, when the pandemic hit us. My husband is actually a Navy veteran and a nurse here at one of our local hospitals. And when all of the mandates kind of started coming down on us, I started picketing in front of the hospital that he worked at against these mandates and for our freedoms. And that's kind of like I said, what got me activated.
Now, what motivated you to do that? So you were specifically you were picketing against a mandate to get the vaccine, right?
Yes, they were beginning to fire staff members at the local hospitals for, not receiving the vaccine. But as the summer turned into fall, as a school employee, those mandates were now, falling on myself, and I wasn't agreeing with those. So again, I kind of held my ground, and I was opposing the weekly testing that was our accommodation. If we were unvaccinated, that was our accommodation, was weekly testing. And I didn't think that was okay.
I'm just curious, what if you're okay talking about it? What was it, the mandate that you didn't like, or was it the vaccine you didn't like,
or both?
Or both?
Well, both. Schools weren't mandating the vaccine yet, but they had asked us what our status was, and if we were unvaccinated or kind of undeclared, then we had to test weekly to keep our jobs.
Yeah.
The vaccinated staff members did not have to do that, even though it was clear at that point that it really didn't matter, with transmission, if you were vaccinated or not. So
I was so uncomfortable with the mandate part of that. I really, really disliked that thoroughly. In fact, I was interviewed by KPBS about that, and I told them at the time, I grew up. My dad's a doctor, my mom was a nurse, and I grew up, completely
indoctrinated.
Well, I guess I just had 100% faith in medical science. I remember as a kid sitting at the dining room table, my mom would come home from work with with a syringe and a vial.
And roll your sleeve up.
Yeah, roll your sleeve up. Boom. And I got a spoonful of mashed potatoes in one hand, and she's giving me a
needle in the other.
Yeah, and I mean, it's completely and totally 100%. But so I guess what I'm saying is, I was at the time, if they said, "Hey, this vaccine works and it's safe and effective," okay, all right, I believe you. But what I don't like is you telling me I have to do it.
Right.
That I am completely 100% against, and I just can't believe that this happened, and there's so little pushback.
Yes.
So and there's
medical choice. Medical choice really needs to, it just needs to be advocated for, and whether that is for vaccines or masks or whatever, it just needs to be medical choice, and the power needs to be given back to the parents, not the government. The government is not our children's parents. We are, and we really need to take that power back as parents.
And Tracie, and I
so that's
and you were
go ahead.
So that's what got you. This overreach is what got you involved in politics, and you're not the only one. There's a lot of people running for office. Not enough. I think there should be more people running for office based on what happened with all this COVID stuff. But that's really what got you involved, huh?
Right, exactly, and it just definitely woke me up and really got me involved in what was going on in our school district and our policies as a whole. I was ultimately fired for not testing weekly when neighboring school districts vowed against dismissals like that. So unfortunately, Santee did let me go.
That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that's all right. I'm working back in another school and loving life and loving being back in the classroom and working with students. Just unfortunately I was a special education instructional aide, and unfortunately those are few and far between. We definitely need more of those in the school districts.
So Santee, so they let you go, they fired you. Is that is that a decision that the school board could have stopped?
I believe so. I believe that they kept me on unpaid leave for 3 months, and I was hoping that to make it through the school year, because eventually that those mandates were going to go away, and they did. In fact, the day that they fired me, they sent out an email to the rest of the unvaccinated staff saying that they ran out of money and they were no longer testing unvaccinated employees the very same day. So
I hope you win based on that. I hope you win just based on the fact.
Suing?
No. That the people that you're running against could have prevented you from losing your job. I hope you win just based on that.
And by the way, we did reach out to Ken Fox because he, I guess, and Joseph Dolan, but unfortunately, we got no response.
Now, if we did have what are there 5 members of your school board on the Santee School Board? There's 5 members, right?
Yes.
If they were sitting here or they were in a debate or whatever, if you asked them, hey, could you guys have prevented her from being fired? Would they say, yeah, we could have, but we felt it was better that the mandates exist and she get fired? Or do they have some kind of excuse?
I guess I can't answer that question for them. Ultimately, they made their decision, so that's their answer. I would like to say that someone would have taken a stand for me. It was a closed meeting, though, when they did let me go. So I guess, we don't have the minutes to that meeting to know what was discussed and how it was discussed.
That's
interesting.
But
you gotta just kind of chuckle. Oh, well, we've run out of money, so I guess it's okay. You don't have to get a shot. Well, wait a minute. You're the one.
Stronger board members definitely need to be, on our board, and that's why I'm hoping I can be a stronger voice for, standing up against these, governmental, this tyranny that we're dealing with right now.
Oh boy, they see you coming, girl. They see you coming.
Yeah.
And
they see me coming.
Speaking of, by the way, Tracie, you're a legit gun person, right? You shoot, own guns, practice regularly?
Yes, sir. I do. I'm an active member of Girl and a Gun. I joined several months ago. I just finished up my first trap league, and gosh, that was so much fun. It was a wide variety of women out there, beginners to experts, and gosh, it was just a whole bunch of fun.
Well, Action Jackson, he's got a question for you. Action Jackson's our 9-year-old co-host here. Go for it. What's your question?
What's your favorite gun?
Good question.
I have a Sig Sauer that I really enjoy shooting. I take that to the range, the indoor range down at Discount Gun Mart on Marina, and just have a great time with it.
Well, Tracie,
I am still learning to get comfortable with it day to day. I would eventually like to get my CCW. I haven't started that process yet, but it is in the plans.
Well, we'll help you. No problem. Anything you need for that, Tracie, let me know. Tracie, I got to tell you, I've agreed with everything you've said so far, except that your favorite gun's a SIG. That's the only thing that you and I
Actually, Jackson has one.
I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
Everyone has to have their favorite gun, right? And I have probably 9-year-old size hands, so my little gun works just fine for me.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm, of course, just teasing. Do you have a website? If people want to help you out, is there a way for people to help you out, or what do you need people to do?
I really need people to spread the word on social media. If there's anybody here in Santee that's listening and that agrees with, some of the things that I've said, just to get my name out there. I've got signs up all over town. I'm trying to attend as many events as possible in East County. Tracie for Santee School Board is my website.
Tracie, Tracie for Santee School Board.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tracie. Awesome job. Good luck.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.